5 bizarre ways narcissists mark their territory in your home. Ladies and gentlemen, warriors of your own destiny, let's talk about something that's stealing your energy, your peace, and even your sense of self, right inside your own home. You see, when a narcissist walks into your life, they don't just invade your mind, they invade your space. And if you don't see it happening, you wake up one day feeling like a guest in your own house, in your own life. So today, I'm going to expose 5 bizarre ways narcissists mark their territory in your home. And once you see it, you'll never unsee it. Once you take back your power, they'll never own a piece of you again. The objects of control, a narcissist will place their things in strategic places, slowly shifting the environment to reflect their dominance. That random jacket over your chair, that book left open on your coffee table, those aren't accidents, they're psychological markers. They are staking a claim, forcing you to adjust to their presence. But here's the deal. Your space is yours. The rearrangement game ever walked into your home and felt something was off? That mirror slightly tilted, your favorite candle moved, your workspace shifted? That's not your imagination. Narcissists subtly rearrange things to keep you off balance, to make sure you feel their presence even when they're not there. It's a silent reminder. They control the environment. But you're about to take it back. The claim over neutral areas, bathrooms, kitchens, closets, spaces that belong to everyone, but somehow they turn into their zones. Their toiletries spread across the counter, their dishes left in the sink, their shoes in your way. It's no accident. It's a message. I take up more space than you. You are never meant to shrink for someone else's ego. It's time to reclaim what's yours. The sentimental traps, photos, gifts, little reminders of them that seem sweet but are really chains. A narcissist will leave symbols of themselves everywhere. A framed picture in your office, an item that keeps them in your mind. It's a way to keep you emotionally entangled. Rip off the chains, my friend. Your past does not own you. Your future is yours to design. The energy shift. This one's the most powerful of all. You feel it before you even see it. The second they walk in, the air changes. The space feels tense. Even when they're not home, their energy lingers like a storm waiting to hit. That's not a home. It's a battlefield. But here's the truth. You set the frequency of your space, not them taking back your territory. Listen, my friend, this is your home, your energy, your life, and no one has the right to hijack that. You don't need permission to reclaim your space. You don't need validation to stand your ground. The moment you recognize these patterns, you've already taken the first step toward freedom. Now it's time to take action, stand up, speak up, move their things, remove their presence, and most of all, reclaim your energy. Because the second you do, you'll realize you were never trapped. You just needed to wake up to your power. Your space is yours. No one has the right to dominate it. Your home is more than just walls, furniture, and a roof. It's an extension of who you are, a reflection of your energy, your identity, your peace. But when a narcissist enters the picture, they don't just step into your space. They try to own it. They start small, a few things left here and there, their coat over your chair, their books on your table, their energy lingering in the air long after they've gone. But make no mistake, this is not random behavior. It's an invasion, a psychological occupation. And it works because it happens so gradually. One day you're living in your home, the next you're adjusting to someone else's presence. Their habits, their rules, their chaos, and before you even realize it, you stop feeling like the ruler of your own kingdom. But listen to me right now, you are not a guest in your own life. You are not a tenant in your own home. You don't owe anyone the right to dictate your environment. You don't have to shrink to accommodate someone else's need for dominance. Take a moment, look around, look at every inch of your space. Does it feel like yours, or does it feel like it's been hijacked? If you even hesitate to answer, then it's time to reclaim your throne. It's time to own your space again. Because here's the truth. No one can steal what you refuse to give. No one can control what you decide to own. And the second you make that decision, the energy in the room shifts. You take back the power, but you have to take action. You have to physically remove their influence. You have to energetically shift the frequency, because the space you live in is the space that shapes your mind. And if your mind is cluttered with someone else's control, how can you ever be free? Freedom isn't just about cutting ties. It's about reclaiming territory. It's about standing in your home and saying, this is mine. I decide what stays. I decide who belongs. That's not selfishness. That's self-respect. And when you fully embrace that, when you walk into your home and feel peace instead of tension, when you sit in your own chair and don't feel someone else's energy looming over you, that's when you know you've taken back what was always yours. So today, don't wait. Don't hesitate. Start removing their presence, their markers, their energy. Rearrange the furniture. Clean out the closets. Burn the damn sage if you have to, but whatever you do, take back your space, take back your power, take back you. Small changes in your environment can have big psychological impacts. You ever notice how just a slight shift in your environment changes everything? You move the couch a little and suddenly the whole room feels different. You replace a picture on the wall and instantly the energy shifts. That's not just coincidence. That's power. Now imagine what happens when someone else is the one making those shifts. Imagine what happens when someone subtly rearranges your world without your permission. You walk in and something feels off, but you can't quite put your finger on it. That's psychological manipulation. Because here's the deal. Your brain registers everything. It picks up on the smallest cues, and when your environment changes in ways you don't control, your subconscious starts adapting to someone else's presence instead of asserting your own. But here's where you take back control. Instead of allowing those small shifts to dominate your energy, you start making intentional changes that restore your power. You move their things out, you rearrange in a way that reflects you. And suddenly you feel lighter, stronger, more at peace. Because your environment isn't just a place, it's a direct reflection of what's happening inside you. Change the space and you change the way you feel. Change the way you feel and you change your entire reality. This is why narcissists use space as a tool for control. They don't just move objects, they move your sense of stability. But once you see it, once you recognize the pattern, you can flip the script, you can reclaim the narrative. Start with one thing, move one object, replace one thing that represents them with something that represents you. Watch how that one small action sends a ripple through your entire energy field. Watch how quickly you start breathing easier. Because here's the truth. When you consciously design your space, you consciously design your life. You're not a product of someone else's manipulation. You are the creator of your reality. And the moment you start making those small changes, you step into your power like never before. So don't underestimate the small stuff. The way you set up your environment determines the way you show up in the world. Take charge of it, own it, control it, and watch everything shift in your favor. Narcissists manipulate the home to keep you in a state of confusion and submission. Confusion is one of the most powerful tools of control. When someone keeps you unsure, they keep you compliant. When they make you second guess yourself, they make you easier to manipulate. And your home is their perfect playground for this kind of mind game. They start by making you question reality. I didn't move that. Did I leave that there? Was that always like this? You begin to doubt your own perception. You feel off, but you can't quite explain why. That's how they hook you. Because if they can get you to question the small things, they can get you to question the big things. If they can get you to doubt your own judgment in your home, they can get you to doubt your judgment about them. That's the trap, but not anymore, not today. Because today, you're waking up to the game. Today, you're recognizing that they're little rearrangements, they're little intrusions. They're not harmless, they're calculated. And once you see it, you can break free from it. The antidote to confusion is clarity. The way you take back control is by making everything deliberate. Start reclaiming your space with purpose. Be intentional about what stays, what goes, what represents you. The more deliberate you become, the harder it is for anyone to shake you. And here's the secret. Once you take back control of your space, you take back control of your mind. Because your home isn't just where you live, it's where you anchor your power. When you make it yours again, you stop being manipulated and you start being unstoppable. Every object they leave behind is a silent claim of control. Remove it, reclaim it. Look around you right now. Every object in your space carries an energy. Some things bring you joy, clarity, and strength. Others, they weigh you down like invisible chains. And you know exactly what I'm talking about. Their stuff, the things they left behind. the things that shouldn't even be there anymore. A narcissist doesn't just leave things behind because they forgot. No, they do it strategically. It's a subtle psychological leash, a way to keep a piece of themselves embedded in your world. You think you're done with them, but every time you see that one item, bam, it pulls you right back into their energy. Maybe it's a gift they gave you. Maybe it's something they accidentally left behind. Maybe it's something so small, so insignificant that you tell yourself it doesn't matter, but it does. Because every single time you lay eyes on it, it's a reminder. And not just any reminder. A reminder of them, of their control, of the power they once had over you. But here's the truth. You don't owe them space in your home. You don't owe them space in your mind. And you sure as hell don't owe them the satisfaction of knowing they still have a presence in your life. So today, we're making a move. You are clearing the clutter. You're taking back what's yours. I want you to walk around your space and collect every single item that ties you to them. Don't hesitate, don't overthink, just grab it all. And then you decide their fate. Trash it, burn it, donate it, sell it, whatever you need to do to release that energy. Do it. Because every single thing you remove is a step closer to your freedom. Every single object you eliminate is one less chain holding you down. This is your moment. This is where you take back your life, one object at a time. And when you're done, when you step back and look at a space that is fully yours again, you're going to feel something you haven't felt in a long time. Peace, power, liberation. Because the second you remove their hold on your space, you remove their hold on your soul. Emotional freedom starts with physical boundaries. Here's what no one tells you. Before you can take back your mind, you have to take back your space. Before you can reclaim your peace, you have to reclaim your boundaries. Because if you don't control your environment, someone else will. Boundaries aren't just about saying no. They're not just about cutting toxic people out of your life. Boundaries start in the physical world with your space, your home, your energy. And if a narcissist has ever been in your life, chances are they've stomped all over those boundaries like they don't even exist. They sit in your favorite spot. They take up your space. They move into your territory without a second thought. And why? Because they thrive in domination. They win when you allow it, but here's the deal. You're done allowing it. You're done surrendering your space. Today, you draw the line. Today, you make a statement, not with words, but with actions. Start simple. Define your space, your bedroom, your sanctuary, your office, your territory, your kitchen, your control. No more shared everything. No more allowing someone else to take up space where they don't belong. If they don't respect your boundaries, they don't belong in your world. You are reclaiming your energy, one space at a time. You are reinforcing the message that your home is a reflection of your strength. And let me tell you, when you take control of your space, you take control of your life. And the best part, once you get good at enforcing physical boundaries, emotional boundaries become second nature. You no longer tolerate intrusion. You no longer feel obligated to adjust for someone else's comfort. You no longer feel the need to explain yourself because you know who you are. You know what's yours. And you refuse to let anyone take that away ever again. You don't need permission to take your life back. Let me ask you something. Who are you waiting for? Who needs to say yes, you're allowed to move forward? Who needs to give you the green light to start living life on your terms? The answer? No one. But here's what happens. You hesitate. You second guess yourself. You tell yourself that maybe you're being too extreme by cutting them off. Maybe you're overreacting by removing all their stuff. Maybe you're being too harsh for setting boundaries. Stop right there. That's the conditioning talking. That's the years of manipulation whispering in your ear, telling you that you need to justify your freedom. You don't. You never did. You don't need permission to reclaim your space. You don't need approval to remove their influence. You don't need anyone to validate your decision to choose yourself, because the moment you decide to take back your life, it's already yours. The only thing standing between you and your freedom is a choice that only you can make. So stop waiting, stop asking, stop doubting. Just decide. Decide to clean house. Decide to enforce boundaries. Decide to take up space. Decide to reclaim your energy. And then act on it. Because the moment you take action, the moment you physically start removing their influence from your space, something shifts inside of you. You stop feeling like a prisoner. You stop feeling like a victim. You stop feeling like you owe anyone an explanation. You feel free. You feel powerful. You feel like you again. And that is the moment everything changes. The moment you take action, you step into your power. Power isn't something someone hands you. Power isn't something you wait for. Power is something you claim. And it starts the second you take action, because action is the ultimate weapon against control. A narcissist can manipulate you with words, with emotions, with guilt, but the one thing they can't fight, the one thing they can't twist, your actions. When you physically remove their things, when you set physical boundaries, when you take back control of your space, there's no argument. There is no debate. There is no room for manipulation. Because your actions are final, they are clear, they are powerful. And that's why they don't want you to act. They want you to stay stuck in your head, overthinking, doubting, hesitating, because as long as you're stuck in thought, you're not moving forward. But today, that stops. Today you move. Today you act. Today you step into the version of yourself that no longer waits, no longer asks, no longer hesitates. Because the second you take action, you become unstoppable. Now, stand up, take a breath. Feel that fire inside you. It's time. It's time to reclaim your space, your power, your life. And you don't need permission to do it. Just go. Reclaim, restore, and rise. This is your moment. This is where everything shifts.